Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and think there's an awful lot of weeds growing here. Do you know what? You'd be right. But weeds, as I've said so many times, are plants that we think are in the wrong place. Now, looking in front of us here, this is red root amaranth. You could eat it if you wanted to, but it's not going to do you any favours. And I've left this growing deliberately because I want to keep the ground covered. Because the heat we've had here has been extraordinary. It's been so hot, and there's a lot of failed harvests in the area. Let me show you what I mean by that. So that is the result of the sunflowers that we've had at the back of the vegetable patch. You might be able to pick out that buzzard that's flying around there, because now he can see his prey on the ground. But look, absolutely nothing in there whatsoever. And in the distance, corn that has failed, and a bit closer to the fence line, we've got this, another cornfield. I think I've shown this in a previous video. You can see a gap there. The wind, which is coming from the east majority of the time, which is over there towards the distance of that flour mill there, that is in a direct route towards Romania. They have struggled big time with their drought issues this year, and a lot of failed harvests. And quite close to us, you can see we've got a similar issue. And we're pointing in the direction of Serbia, and they've also got problems. So looking around at all these weeds, I do ask myself the question, how come weeds grow when everything else seems to be struggling? Well, there you go. They're used to the climate, I'm guessing, the conditions. But I've actually used these weeds to my own advantage to protect the fruits that I've been growing and the vegetables that I've been growing in this plot. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is a great example. You can see how these melons, obviously we've got two here, got another one there, have grown their vines through and climbed up over these weeds. So the weeds have allowed some protection for the melons themselves. Look at the size of that guy. In fact, there's two there. Can you see? Another one there. We've got a honeydew here, just there. What I love about this is that as you go through, you start discovering things. Two more there. Keep looking. There's another one just here. Another one there. Now, yesterday morning, I did harvest a melon, and another one there. That one yesterday morning came in at 6 kilos. Now, that one I harvested yesterday morning, I've actually put on my Substack newsletter, which is a new feature I'm trialing out, because I prefer now to be using Substack. A very random courgette. Didn't know I had that, but never mind. Yeah, so back to Substack. It's a great platform. It allows me to put all my content in one place in the form of a newsletter, but I can also, as I'm showing you the pumpkins, I can also put up videos like this, which I will be doing, and I can put up notes, which is very similar to using something like Twitter, and it's all in one place. Makes life a lot easier. I'll put a link in the description and the comments below for you to just paste into your browser and allow you to access that. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything to do it, but I can post more frequently on a daily basis. Now, back to how these weeds are protecting stuff. So like I say, there's some small pumpkins there, and as we come around here, you're going to begin to see butternut squashes. And I've got all different sizes, and they're ready to harvest now. And as we look through, look at the size of some of these things. But they're ready to be harvested because now the vines have dried up. You can see there, look, it's dried. So that's ready to be picked now. As we come on round, Look at them. They're just lovely. What I like about this is that these weeds have done an amazing job in sheltering these fruits from the sun. See? But this thing is a monster. Let me show you. Before I show you the monster, we've got a couple of pumpkins just here. Again, they're ready to go. But look at its big brother. You have seen this before. I think it stopped growing in height, in weight now. It's not quite there yet, but any day now. But this one here has got a sister, and it's even bigger. Let me show you. Now, all this weed growth I will cut down. It's kind of going to seed. It's not quite there yet, so I could potentially put this on the compost. So again, it's not a wasted resource for me. Just having a quick check round. But look at big sister. You ever seen something so big as this? See if I can get closer. I mean, look at that. What am I going to do with it? If you've got any ideas, let me know. Halloween's not far away. But yeah, brilliant, isn't it? I wonder how easy that's going to be to lift. Most of the beds are clear of crops now, apart from what we've just been looking at. So I'm leaving these things in the ground here. So again, I've got this amaranth here, amaranth. I've got the leeks over there. Okay, that's fine. And they'll stay there for the duration. And there's a few cabbages. And then we've got the beans. I'm just trying to figure out where that sprinkler is. I'm not going to hang around here because that thing is going to get me. But you see, we've got beans here. I've got a few odd tomatoes growing, which are volunteer plants. It's nearly got me, that sprinkler. And I've got some weird... Where is it? Where's he gone? I can't see him now. I've got to be careful. That sprinkler's going to catch me. But yeah, I've got some volunteer tomatoes, just leaving it to grow. And there is a chilli plant. I don't know how he got in there. I'm moving. Didn't quite catch me that time. So yeah, there's a chilli plant there. I've got some celeriacs I'm just leaving for leaves. Some more beans here. These are the transplants that I popped in, I think it was about 10 days ago now. They're supposed to be ready by the end of September. So we'll see. And as you can see here, I've been clearing the tomatoes away because they got bashed by this thing called, well, it translated from Hungarian to English as an owl moth. It wasn't an owl moth, but it was a very small butterfly. In fact, I can see a couple of them here now, and they really got in here and laid so many eggs into a lot of the tomatoes that, you know, it just wasn't worthwhile keeping them. So all I've done is we've just cut them back, picked what were good, got a few left on there to continue growing and maturing, and they're doing okay, but we're not expecting a huge harvest out of these guys now. But even so, we've had 50 odd kilos off them this year, and we've still got a few more to go, so I'm not too fussed. And there's the parsnips, not looking too bad. And then when that water sprinkler is finished there, I should bring it across to here, give all this a bit of a soaking. We've still got some chard there, but as you can see, I'm deliberately leaving this so-called weeds, as we call it, in the ground, keep it covered, protect it from this terrible heat that we've been having. You know, temperatures in excess of 40 degrees Celsius doesn't do anybody any good, but it's serving a purpose. It's keeping my soil healthy as well. So, you know, that can't be a bad thing. So all in all, we are on target to hit our 500 kilo of produce this year. We're very close to it. We're over 320 kilos so far. And obviously those squashes will bring up the weight no end, especially that big pumpkin there. It's been a challenge, and things are changing for next season. I'm looking at the idea of creating some more beds here, hence these frames, but I'm undecided as to actually where they're going to go. Because I want to change the way we water or irrigate the beds, because having these sprinkler zones is all well and good, but I need it to be a bit more accurate than that, and it just takes so much time to do all of this by hand. So I'm looking into that. And as we watch Ryder having a bit of a mooch around, looking for somewhere cool to sit, which he's found, I just want to remind you again that I'm a bit fed up with YouTube, not with obviously my subscribers, but the way YouTube works. And again, with other things going on here, I need to change things. That's why I'm going to put most of my stuff on Substack. The cucumbers are coming to the end at the moment. There's a few flowers left on there. But again, here we've had over 35 odd kilos of cucumbers. I can see a couple more there that need to be picked. And then we've got the peppers there, which have taken a long, long time to grow. Remember I sowed them from seed back in the January? So 8 months later, we're getting quite a good harvest from them. So I'm not too disappointed. But again, changes like this and changes like Substack is going to allow me more time to give you more content, be it in the newsletter, videos like this, or anything else I think is relevant to you. And the fact that you can then get involved and interact and help build a community of like-minded individuals, I think can only be a good thing, especially if it doesn't cost you any money. I'll catch you soon, but for now, take care.